What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Brutal Planet Comics. I'm your host, Dre the Brute Daniels. Welcome to episode of Brutal Rant. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. But of course, we're jumping into a brand new arc of you already know what it is, where my boo's at. Yes, another story arc of Young Justice Phantoms. I'm gonna be honest, this one, it's a lot to unpack here. It's a lot. There's a lot going on, but at the same time, very, like the writers are at the end of their rope here, and they wrote themselves into so many different corners that it's not even fair. But we'll get through it piece by piece. Bear with me. This is going to be an interesting one. So first and foremost, I'm going to try to be as delicate as I can with this whole situation, because they're trying to shine a light on autism and things like that, which is great. Like they bring awareness to this disorder and everything, which is is good. It's good to try to shine light on it. But just like the whole Violet situation I talked about in previous episodes, because she's because of her faith and a Muslim and stuff like that, there is a way of delivery and tact that needs to be threaded really, really well when it comes to topics like this. And they really, like, everything that dealt with her son, it was really cringeworthy because how it was depicted. Like I myself, I have friends who have children with autism, and they literally gave this child like all waves of the spectrum in all different types of ways. And I gotta say, I sat there for a second and just kind of cringed a bit because of how overtly it was being portrayed in all this chaos and stuff like that. I'm like, man, this is kind of a tough portrayal. Like, I get what they were trying to do, but geez, tact is important, and this show completely lacks tact in every way, shape, and form. And they did not do Rocket and her son any justice in this scene. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm gonna just go ahead and move on. So this whole story arc is Rocket, Jay Garrick, Flash, and Forager, we'll get to that madness, are all going to New Genesis to plead their case. Okay, this is another hierarchy of the haves and have-nots. We're doing this thing again for the 1 millionth time because, of course, the bugs live on the lower planet and they're low society, the whole 9 yards, racism, yada 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 yada. Well, actually classism more so, but it's all the same thing. So she meets up with Orion, and they're gonna go and meet the Green Lantern Corps and have a discussion about Earth needing help, I guess, because the attacks of Apocalypse that have happened on Earth, and they're like, hey, New Genesis, you gotta get involved. They have a peace treaty. Blah, 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 blah. It's all nonsense. It's all conjecture. It's foolishness. So she meets up with High Father and High Mother. Whatever, and talk about, like, basically the whole bit of, like, oh, look, a bug's never been up here, yada 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 yada, aren't you so privileged, blah 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 blah. But in the midst of all this pleasantries, another bug from a different hive steals a device that's unstable, but it will provide them energy and stuff. But of course, all they think, like, it's a thief. Blah, 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 blah. So, whatever. Now we have to have an adventure because, break up the monotony. So they go down. They find this bug, which also is named Forager because they're all named Forager, and they kept having a conversation about Forager, liking Forager, and wanting to be with Forager. And then I've gone cross-eyed. And it was all weird, and I don't know. I guess it's try to get some laughs in, but the purple one is the lady one, and of course Forager that we're familiar with is red. Whatever. So they got to find the device because the kids, this larva, have stolen it because they're playing with it and they've been told to keep it safe. Yada 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 yada. Lo and behold, Malifaux shows up and does something to it to make it go haywire even faster for reasons that will hurt your head later. But yeah, so long story short, they get to the device. Rocky puts a shield around it, and we find out that Orion is claustrophobic. Now, I don't remember him being claustrophobic in the comics. Honestly, I don't remember that. It could be canon. I'm not 100% sure. But it seemed kind of weird for him to be claustrophobic. But he is. So if he's stuck in a bubble or something, he goes crazy and goes into a mad warrior rage, kind of like a Viking. You know, the blood rage thing, which I don't know, and I don't really like the voice choice that they've made for Orion in this one. Like the whole I'm Orion. Like it was. I mean, I guess they're trying to sample that he is the son of Darkseid type thing, but I don't know. I mean, no shade on whoever the voice actor is and stuff. No fault on that person, but I just think like the portrayal is kind of weird. That's just me. That's just my opinion. So then we get to Apocalypse, and Darkseid and his minions are putting together some plan that I don't know or get or follow. It's just like this random sabotage, but it seems like I don't know what Darkseid wants, and that's really frustrating me, because Darkseid is one of the best planners in all of the DC universe, and all his plans are usually about, you know, finding the anti-life equation, or, you know, galactic domination. Like it's not clear. It's like he's sending people on petty jobs to do this and that, and like miniature things. Like, it's very strange, and I don't know, and I don't get it. It's strange and it's weird, but it just keeps getting worse, and I'm just confused. I'm just confused because it's all over the place, and I don't get it, man. But now we move on. So then we got so come to find out, Zod Jr. I think he's Lore Zod, because I think his father's Drew Zod, so I think he's Lore Zod, if memory serves me right. Lore Zod is coming from the 31st century in his time capsule. He's the one that destroyed the transporter on Mars. He's the one that's been orchestrating the death of Superboy. All this junk, all this here and there. Blah, 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 blah. Just nonsense everywhere. So he's the one that's pulling all the strings, and he's working with Darkseid for reasons.
Nobody cares.
Whatever, man. It's just very strange. I know it's explained later on the further episodes, I'm sure, but introducing it like, hey, motherfucker, you follow everything he says and do as he says, because he's trying to rule the galaxy 1,000 years from now and free his father. It's so weird. Speaking of which, we'll get to that. So Drew Zod, the one we know as General Zod from all the other movies and stuff, is in the Phantom Zone, which is fine. Here's the problem. Superboy is in the Phantom Zone as well, as we kind of suspected, with everything. How the heck did he get there? Drew Zod was sent there. Drew Zod and all the other rebellious Kryptonians were sent there through the device that sent you to the Phantom Zone. It's a portal. How the heck did Superboy get there? How the heck did getting blown up by kryptonite and whatever else the device was get him trapped there? I'm so confused. I'm like, it's so confusing. Like, once again, the stories are all over the place, and I'm just like, bro, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It's just weird. It's just confusing. I mean, maybe the other episodes will start clearing things up a little bit more, but as of right now, I am completely checked out. Absolutely checked out in every way, shape, and form. But whatever. What do you guys think about this episode? Do you think? Well, what did I miss? Did I miss anything that was of note worth talking about? Which is a strong term, Let me know in the comment section below. Yeah. So, like I said, yeah. But Trouble, The Rhythm Within, Part 6 is available now for digital download and print on demand. I really appreciate all the support you all always give me in regards to that. Really appreciate you. And if you haven't caught up on the rest of the series, please do so. I would love your support. So that's all I really got for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the vid. Share it everywhere. Share it everywhere. And don't forget to follow me on those dope social media platforms you over there. You guys have been awesome, and I'll catch you all next time. Also, if you want to support my channel, check out spinwiz.com or download the SpinWiz app and check out my comic series, Trouble. It was written with a lot of love, and it was definitely my favorite comic series to write. I've also written it in English and in Spanish, so whatever floats your boat, I got it for you. Thanks again, and check it out.